A spiritual master with a difference, founder of Isha Foundation, Padma Vibhushan, is with us today. We are very glad to have you, sir, once again amidst us. Thousands of minds are keenly awaiting your words of blessing. So may I request you to bless us with your talk.
Kalo na janati tava jananam, Kalo na janati tava samapanam, Drushto maya tava mahakaraha Yogeshwara Kala Kala. Namaskaram. Namaskaram. A nation is made because of the service, sacrifice of many great beings. Many. Most will go unnamed. They could be anybody. It could be a farmer, it could be a teacher, it could be a mother, so many. So, a congregation of great beings is what Mahajana is at a time when the nation was under occupation. They had the vision to address the educational needs of the youth of that time and have continued to serve the society. I also happened to be here. Initially for 1 year, and 2 years I went out, and again I came back for another 2 years. But I have to admit, I was not much of a student. Well, I was very studious about everything except the academics. So, maybe I was not one of those who took the best of the institution, but I made best of the neighborhood. I spent most of the time on the mud tracks around Mysore, riding my bicycle endlessly. Well, my observation of many things like activities of various creatures, plants, soil, various other aspects, today is turning out to be a formidable. At that time, I did this without any reason. Because I had eyes, I paid attention. This attention today has become a formidable knowledge, and well, we will make sure the fruit of that knowledge definitely touches Karnataka in a big way. We are working towards that. Being in an educational institution at a time like this, we must understand that we are at a certain cusp in the education field, because a time is coming when our learning will not mean anything. Our knowledge, accumulation of information will not mean anything. Because machines can learn faster than you and deliver faster than you and more accurately. So this entire value we have attached to knowledge, this value we have attached to learning and scholarship, unfortunately, or very fortunately, unfortunately for the scholars, but very fortunately for the larger humanity, that it will be meaningless in a matter of 10 to 15 years' time. Because even today you know The Google lady on your phone is smarter than you, isn't she? If you read the libraries of the world, still you will not know what she seems to know. So, this is… in many ways, I'm sure many young people are exposed to the technologies. The way things are developing in the world, probably in the rest of the world, in 5 years' time, people predict that all schools will be defunct as we know them. In India, it may take another 10–15 years, but it's bound to happen. It's very important educational institutions move in this direction. Any data that you can gather, assimilate and use it, this a machine can do better than you. This is my first experience of my idea of artificial intelligence or machine learning. I was 13 years of age, I had just left MAHAJANA at that time and I was in another school. And somebody showed me a calculator. It's not like today, every little child is carrying a smartphone and all that. We had never seen a calculator. A flatbed calculator. Only two companies made it, the Sony and the Panasonic. Sony was very expensive, 125 rupees. Panasonic was 90 to 100 rupees if you went and bargained in one of the Burma bazaars. So a 90-rupee calculator, a flatbed calculator, they showed me, and they did tuk 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 into tuk 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 tuk. Immediately my mind said, then why the hell are they torturing me in the mathematics classes? Here this damn thing can do it so easily, why are they harassing me every day? So that day I sat and thought, suppose there was a machine for science, there was a machine for history, there was a machine for every other subject, how would it be? My dream, many years ago, almost nearly 50 years ago, is being realized now. Technology is coming where you don't have to store information in your head, everything will be here. So, we have built an entire world of hierarchy based on who knows how much. This will become irrelevant. So what will be valuable about a human being? Because everything that you think, a whole lot of people are always keeping their phone in front of them because they know the phone is smarter than them. Yes, it's called a smartphone. See, you would call somebody smart only if they're smarter than you, isn't it so? Hello? What kind of person would you call smart? Because they're little smarter than you, isn't it? So when you call a phone smart, obviously it's smarter than you, because you are thinking information is intelligence. Information is not intelligence. I think we have spent 2 to 3 centuries with the imposition of Western education. We have spent, at least in this country, at least 2 centuries, spending our time to make ourselves believe information is intelligence. Information is not intelligence. Information is just data. You can use the data. If you just have little more data than somebody else, that somebody else, you make them feel they are less smarter than you. This is how the city people are feeling smarter than the village people, because there are little more information in their head. No, intelligence is of a completely different nature. I think with machine learning happening, scholarship being taken away by small gadgets, a time will come when human intelligence will be of great premium and value. So, it is time that everybody shifts to this. People are worried, it's little crazy that people are inviting me to speak in all kinds of artificial intelligence conferences around the world. Then I asked them, why are you inviting me for artificial intelligence? I thought I'm natural. They said, no, the problem is, what will we do? We will lose our jobs. I said, isn't it great? Isn't it great that you lost your job? Right now, your idea of a job is livelihood. How unfortunate. How unfortunate that a human being spends he spends 40 to 50 years just trying to earn a living. This is not how human intelligence should be used, because every other creature, a worm, insect, bird, animal, everybody can earn their living. With such a big brain, it shouldn't be a problem, but it's become a problem because we have mistaken information for intelligence. So, institutions should start looking at it quickly as possible. If you as an institution and we as a nation have to have some edge over everything else, it's important that we shift education from loading up information in our heads to exploring the dimension of what it means to be human. When we say human, there are many aspects, but the most fundamental thing which most people have not settled is this. See, there are animals which are more powerful than you, stronger than you, but we don't call a tiger being. We don't call an elephant being. We call you as a human being. Why this is so is, you are supposed to know how to be. How far away from that are we? We're supposed to know how to be. Suppose you knew how to be, you right now know how to be, how would you be? That's it. If you knew how to be, would you choose the highest level of pleasantness or varieties of unpleasantness? For yourself, I'm saying. Not what you want for your neighbor is debatable, but what you want for yourself is very clear. You want the highest level of pleasantness. So pleasantness is not a goal by itself. It is an ambience that is necessary within you if what you call as a human being has to unfold. If this ambience of pleasantness is not there, this human being will not unfold into full potential and possibility. This human being is going on handling their own rubbish. Most human beings are not handling any other issue in the world. They themselves are a big issue. Their own thought, their own emotion is taking a lifetime to settle. If you are 50, 60 years of age and still you don't know how to handle your thought and emotion, something fundamentally wrong, isn't it so? Hello? Hello? You don't like it, I know, but isn't it time to fix it, I'm asking you? Your thought and your emotion must happen your way, isn't it? But you're expecting the world to happen your way. You want your family to happen your way, you want your office to happen your way, you want your street and city and the country to happen your way. No, no, no. They will never happen 100% your way. Hello? Many married people you know. Your home will never happen 100% your way. 51% your way, you have the controlling stake, it's very good. 51 your way, you're a winner, isn't it? 100% if you try, it's not going to work. But this one piece of life must happen 100% your way, isn't it so? Hello? This person must happen your way. If this person doesn't happen your way, this is a lost case. The struggle, you must understand this, most people are thinking they are suffering life and other people are troubling them and whatever. No. Look at this carefully, because this is very important. If you have to adjust to the new world where all the learning is done by the machines, it's very important that you must have something beyond that. People are capable of suffering what happened 10 years ago even today, yes? Hello? And they're capable of suffering what may happen day after tomorrow already. Yes or no? Such experts. What happened 10 years ago does not exist right now. What may happen day after tomorrow does not exist right now. But you are capable of suffering that which does not exist. Definitely this is a case, isn't it? Hello? Only comfort is, everybody around me is a case like that. In this condition, the human being will not unfold. This human creature will simply struggle with every thought, with every emotion. Thought and emotion? You've been thinking probably since 5 years of age, having emotions from 2 years of age, all right? And you still not figured how to handle it. What is the problem, I'm asking? When are you going to figure it? In another world? Hello? You going to somewhere else and figure it? You think you're going to go to heaven? Those people who made a hell out of themselves, they're all thinking of going to heaven and mess it up. I'm asking you, do you have any proof? Do you have any proof that you are not already in heaven and have messed it up? Do you have any proof? You're already in heaven making a mess out of it. Because human experience, whatever, joy or misery, agony or ecstasy, whatever and whatever, human experience happens from within us. Is that so? Is that so? What happens from within us, should it happen our way or no? What happens around us will not happen entirely our way because there are so many people. Little bit my way, little bit your way, little bit somebody else's way. This is the way of the world. But my experience must happen my way, isn't it so? If this one thing if you fix, you will be ready for the new world where machines will know everything, but they cannot dominate you. But if you do not prepare and unfold this human being, then you will see, you will become a slave to the machine. Already many people have become slave to their phones. In United States, they have set up technology de-addiction centers. Really? Like drug de-addiction, alcohol de-addiction, technology de-addiction centers, because even in their sleep they are doing like this. A very prominent person in United States, she is promoting a bed for the cell phone. A small bed with a pink sheet and everything, that in the next room, other than your bedroom, you put this bed, it's also a charger, you put your cell phone to sleep, sing a lullaby, and then come back and sleep in your bedrooms peacefully. I'm saying we are going like this simply because, not because technology is a problem. Technology is a fantastic enabler. But everything is a problem because we are compulsive. So essentially, the human being means all other creatures are compulsive creatures according to their instinct and needs, they function, they react. A human being is supposed to function consciously. That's what makes us very different. If this consciousness does not rise, definitely a simple gadget is going to dominate you in the coming years because they will know much more than you and they can do much more than you. So do not complain about technology because this is a tremendous possibility. Just imagine, you don't understand probably. Ask the children, just imagine you don't have to go to school. It is not a small thing, it's a wrong thing to say in a school, but I'm saying a school has to transform itself now. The way we have known education in the past will not be relevant for the future. Time has come, institutions like this must take a forward step and look at how shift the education from learning process to enhancing human perception. How to enhance our different faculties of perception. Right now, all the suffering we're talking about is suffering of two basic faculties that we have as human beings, which are unique to us. No other creature is capable of this. This is, we have a very vivid sense of memory. No other creature has this kind of memory as we have, because nobody else has as complex a neurological system as we have. And we have a fantastic sense of imagination. These are the two things we are suffering. We are not suffering life. We remember something of yesterday and suffer that. We are suffering memory or yesterday? Hello? Are we suffering memory or yesterday? We are suffering our memory. Are we suffering a tomorrow or imagination? We are suffering our imagination. These are fantastic faculties that we have, that we can remember and we can imagine in a grand way. Now this we are suffering. If you suffer your blessings, then they may be taken away. If every day if you suffer your memory, maybe tomorrow you will lose it. If you lose it, of course you will be peaceful. I must tell you this, I hope she is not here, I'm not… with all due respect I'm saying this. I was in Mysore city a few months ago and I happened to go into an apartment complex. A very small-built lady, over 65, 70 years of age, very sweet-looking lady, she came up to me and in a very friendly way, she said, "Hello, how are you?" Well, I'm not somebody who forgets faces, I may forget the names, but I don't forget faces. I looked at her, I don't know her, but anyway I said, "Yes ma'am, how are you doing, da-da-da." Then I went up, after 20 minutes I came down. Again she came to me and said, "Hello, how are you?" with the same vigor, with a big smile on her face. Then I said, "What?" Then somebody next to me said, "No, poor lady, she's lost her memory, she's got Alzheimer's." I said, "She seems to be doing fine." Most people who are carrying their memories, they're walking like this. This lady is all bustling with laughter and joy. I thought she's doing fine without her memory. Unfortunately, most people are suffering the faculties that have been bestowed upon us. It's very, very important that you create an ambience of extreme pleasantness within you. Only then this human being will unfold. Only in this you have a future in competition with the machines. Otherwise, believe me, you can't learn like them. How many GB are you? I'm asking you. Many of you are carrying phones which are 600 GB, all right? Believe me, you don't have that kind of memory. So, times are coming where being human becomes significant. These are fantastic times. These are really fantastic times because human qualities will become of great significance. Not some rubbish that somebody gathered in his head is not significant. Being human becomes very significant. So wonderful times are coming. Thank you very much for having me here. I hope